right, happy Tuesday morning, February 15, 2022. I'm Riley King. Welcome to this Tuesday morning edition of The Morning Show with Riley King. It's time to rise and shine and get this Tuesday off to a good start. So sit back, relax, grab a good cup of coffee, and enjoy this Tuesday morning edition of The Morning Show with Riley King. Happy Tuesday, everyone. It's February 15, 2022. Let's get started right now. First up, Trump's longtime accounting firm cutting ties with his organization. Let's take a listen to that video from NBC News.
What will you design today? A big idea? A new opportunity? An inspired community? With Canva, you can. Start designing for free at canva.com.
Donald Trump's longtime accounting firm is cutting ties with the Trump Organization. Mazars USA is saying that the financial statements it prepared for almost a decade can no longer be viewed as reliable. Now, that paperwork is at the center of investigations into whether the former president's company broke the law by inflating its assets. But the accounting firm also says the documents as a whole don't show material discrepancies. A Trump spokesperson characterized this development as good news for the company. Still, experts say the move could suggest significant issues with those Trump Organization financial statements.
Okay,
thanks for watching our
and there
YouTube.
you go on that video and that report. Inside the White House's next move to de-escalate Russia-Ukraine crisis. Let's take a listen to that video from NBC News.
I'm going to turn now to NBC's chief White House correspondent, Peter Alexander. And Peter, I know you have some new information about how the White House is gaming out this situation in Ukraine. What can you tell us?
Yeah, Savannah, that's right. White House officials say that they are still actively working to try to reach a diplomatic solution here to de-escalate this crisis. Still, in spite of Russia's latest claim that it's pulling back some troops from the border, national security officials here have not backed away from their assessment that we are in that window where a Russian invasion could begin at any time. And new this morning, a senior administration official tells me that the Biden administration has formed what they are calling a Tiger Team, a diverse group of experts led by the White House that has been privately gaming out how the U.S. would respond to a variety of different scenarios, including a full-scale invasion. I'm told they have very recently held a pair of tabletop exercises, several hours long each, including one with cabinet officials, building a playbook of responses, taking them through the first 2 weeks after any invasion. Savannah.
And we know the administration has recently deployed some troops to the surrounding region, Eastern Europe. Some top officials even headed there this week.
Yeah, you're right. Two in particular are heading to Europe this week. The Vice President, Kamala Harris, she's scheduled to visit Munich, and Defense Secretary Lloyd Austin, he is headed to NATO headquarters and Poland and Lithuania, all in an effort to reassure America's allies there. Ukraine's President Vladimir Zelensky, he asked President Biden to visit this week, but officials here say that with diplomatic and military resources pulling back as we speak, that is simply not happening. Savannah.
Peter Alexander at the White House. Thank you, Peter.
Okay,
thanks for watching.
and there you go on that video and that report. Battle over masks in schools continue as mandates are rolled back. Let's take a listen to that video from NBC News.
What will you design today? A big idea? A new opportunity? An inspired community? With Canva, you can. Start designing for free at canva.com.
With COVID cases dropping across the country, this morning, mask requirements for millions of Americans are also starting to roll back. In Washington, D.C., starting March 1st, masks will no longer be required in restaurants, entertainment venues, gyms, or grocery stores. And starting today, businesses in the nation's capital will no longer be required to check a vaccination status.
These are
the slow steps that are needed and signs that show the progress that is before us.
Governors in California, Illinois, and New York have all announced plans to drop indoor mask mandates, but like D.C., are keeping mask requirements in schools, with kids under 5 still not eligible for a vaccine.
Schools are unlike most other environments. 6 to 8 hours, 5 days a week, week after week after week. That's very different than someone going to a bar even for 2 hours or going to a ball game.
Fights over mask requirements have erupted at school board meetings across the country for months. Cases among children continue to fall substantially from their January peak, but they still remain extremely high. Last week, nearly 300,000 additional child COVID-19 cases were reported nationwide.
We could be reaching a low point in the epidemic where we can have kids hopefully get through a couple of months of the school year without having to wear masks.
And from the classroom to the boardroom, the mask debate has spilled over into corporate America. Jennifer Say, an executive at Levi's clothing company, says she was forced out of her role for speaking out against COVID-19 policies in school. Levi's did not comment on her allegations, saying only that Say resigned from the company. The attention on masks also on display during Sunday's Super Bowl showdown. Attendees at the star-studded event were required to wear masks at the indoor stadium in L.A., though most fans and many celebrities did not appear to follow the rules. Yeah, right now, the CDC is still recommending that we wear masks indoors in public areas, regardless of vaccination status, in areas of substantial COVID transmission. Everybody is tired of these masks, but HODA health experts remain very cautious, in large part because of the concern that a new variant could pop up at any time without warning. Back to you.
All right, Tom Costello for us. Tom, thanks.
Okay, and there you go on that video and that report. And we are going to switch gears now, and let's go into weather. Into weather. Winter storm drops snow on Rockies, reaching the East Coast by Friday. Let's take a listen to that weather video from Al Roker.
America's most reliable network is going ultra, with Verizon 5G Ultra Wideband now in many more cities. Hey, it's Mindy! Downloading a movie up to 10 times faster than before. Whoa, is that done?
Yep.
Verizon is going ultra, so you can too.
Time now to whisper good morning to Al. Get a first check of the weather.
Good to see you. There we go.
Yeah.
I'm Batman. All right, let's come over here and show you what's going on. It's a coast-to-coast situation. It was some snow for the northern Rockies and the Sierra today. Windy conditions for the plains and the southwest. As this system moves to the east, it's going to draw up warm, moist air ahead of it. And so look, tomorrow we've got a risk of severe weather down through the southern plains, and that's going to move to the east on Thursday. Rain developing from Michigan to Missouri. Now, behind this, cold air is drawn in. Rain changes to snow and ice around the Great Lakes from St. Louis up to Detroit, Chicago. Heavy rain flood threats down for the Tennessee and Mississippi River valleys Friday. Cold front exits off the East Coast, drawing in much colder air. Strong winds, probably airport delays on Thursday. Heavy rain, snow melt may cause flooding stretching from Springfield, Missouri up to Detroit, even parts of western New York. We're looking out through the Rockies, upwards of 8 to 12 inches of snow in parts of the northern Rockies as we move to the east Thursday, Friday. Some moderate snow around the upper Great Lakes, could be even heavier in some spots with lighter amounts to the east. But we're also looking as a changeover, icing conditions. Cold front, Arctic air will determine where that icing sets up, anywhere from Buffalo all the way down to Kansas City. We're going to be watching this all very closely over the next 72 hours.
Okay, and there you go on that weather video from Al Roker. And here is a look at your weather across the United States for today, for this Tuesday. As you can see in the white here, that is some snow. And then in the blue is mixed precipitation, as you can see. And then in this shaded color here, that is crucial fire weather possible. And in the green, you got some regular plain old rain, as you can see. And then over here is mainly dry all along here as well. And that is a look at the weather across the United States for this Tuesday. Happy Tuesday, everyone. And we're going to switch gears now. Stand by until we can get you what we want. Sorry about that. And let's take a look at this video. Amy Schumer, Reggie Hall, Wanda Sykes to host the 94th Academy Awards. Let's take a look from Good Morning America.
What will you design today? A big idea? A new opportunity? An inspired community? With Canva, you can. Start designing for free at canva.com.
Man, I feel like a woman.
Oh, wasn't expecting that. Back here on GMA, and the wait is finally over after 3 years with no host. Excited that the 94th Academy Awards will be hosted by Amy Schumer, Regina Hall, and Wanda Sykes. Lara is going to be there. And you guys, it's rocking there with a little.
I love it.
Yeah.
Great choice of songs, Control Room. This is so perfect because it has been 35 years since there have been 3 hosts. And this time, for the first time ever, 3 women. It sounds like it will be a very unforgettable evening with these 3 ladies taking center stage.
Good morning, America. I'm not sure who thought this was a good idea, but I am hosting the Oscars along with my good friend Wanda Sykes and Regina Hall. I better go watch some movies.
Regina, Amy, Wanda making history. The first time 3 women have ever been named the hosts of Hollywood's biggest night. Schumer, an actress, writer, producer, and comedian known for her cutting-edge humor.
In movies and TV shows, the guy always gets down on one knee, right? And the girl's always shocked.
I didn't even know you liked me. I'm still on Bumble. This is...
She'll share the stage with fellow comedic powerhouse Wanda Sykes.
There's no way in the world men will put up with hot flashes. No way in the world. I think if a man had 2 hot flashes, they would blow the sun up.
And actress Regina Hall.
Tell them I'd be honored.
In recent weeks, there were questions about whether or not the show would even have a host this year at all.
And congratulations to all of you. You made it. We're at the Oscars.
Last emceed by Jimmy Kimmel in 2018, the show has been without a host ever since.
And Mike Stray, how you doing, sir?
The show's producer, Will Packer, spoke to Michael Strahan about it last month.
Michael, tell Will my daughter wants Tom Holland.
Oh, George's daughter wants Tom Holland. Noted. Listen, that carries a lot of weight with me.
And while there may be no bigger honor for an actor, the host can often fall under intense scrutiny. But that doesn't stop many of them from returning to the Oscar stage. The legendary Bob Hope did it a whopping 19 times. And Billy Crystal, 9 times.
It's a wonderful night for Oscar, Oscar, Oscar. Who will win?
It was 4 times for Whoopi Goldberg, the first woman and African-American to ever host the show solo.
Things are a little different. The host is wearing a dress. Yes.
And while we don't know much about the show itself, we do know with these 3 women, anything can happen. And you can watch the 94th Annual Oscars Sunday, March 27th, starting at 8 p.m. Eastern, right here on ABC. Breaking news, I just found out who the 3 hosts were. Paul Hogan, Chevy Chase, and Goldie Hawn were the 3 hosts. Is that really true? That's what I'm getting from Simone, the executive producer, directly from, yes. And just a little fun fact, George, I like Tom Holland, too. That would have been a great choice, too, but we'll tell your daughter he'll
Maybe
be
next
there.
year.
He'll be there. It's going to be great.
Thank you, Larry. Looking forward to it.
Well, hey there, GMA fans.
Okay, there you go. Gonna be great. Can't wait to see the 94th Academy Awards. Gonna be great with those 3 women hosting. And we're going to switch gears now and let's go into some entertainment news. And in entertainment news, Kanye West takes kids to Super Bowl aimed at Kim Kardashian divorce drama. Let's take a listen to that video from Entertainment Tonight.
Could you go a day without high-speed internet? More than 14 million Americans.
Good. You with the babies today? Enjoy.
That's Kanye West stepping out with his eldest kids, North and Saint, at Super Bowl 56, amid some serious divorce drama with his estranged wife, Kim Kardashian.
You got good seats, Northy? Saint, is these good seats?
The award-winning rapper donned an all-black look, while 8-year-old North and 6-year-old Saint sported football jerseys for the big game between the Los Angeles Rams and Cincinnati Bengals. And that glove right there, that was given to Ye by LA Rams player Odell Beckham Jr., who tossed him a pair before taking the field. Kanye's appearance comes just hours after he spent Sunday morning firing off a series of Instagram posts, many aimed at Kim's current beau, Pete Davidson. Alongside a photo of the Skims founder and the SNL star, Ye writes in part, "I don't have beef with Kim. I love my family, so stop that narrative. I'm not giving up on my family. I have faith that we'll be back together. To be in love is to be crazy about something, and I am crazy about my family. Happy Valentine's."
Just do something from our heart.
Kanye has been very vocal about Kim's new romance, which all started in October after making her hosting debut on Saturday Night Live.
Now, are you gonna kiss me or not?
I sure am, Jasmine.
Turns out the Jesus Walks rapper wasn't a fan of that moment.
You know, how you gonna bring me to SNL and kiss the dude you dating right in front of me? And everybody's like, oh, that's cool.
Then there's this lyric on Ye's latest single, Easy.
God sent me from that crash just so I could beat Pete Davidson's ass. Who?
So what does Pete think of all of this? A source tells ET, quote, Pete finds Kanye's lyrics and interviews about him funny and entertaining. He is super chill about the situation and doesn't take it too personally, but he hates that Kim has to deal with the drama.
You just gotta roll with it.
The source adds the comedian is helping her through it and reminds the beauty mogul to not focus on the drama too much. Someone who fully supports Kim and Pete's relationship, her best friend, Jonathan Chebin. The Miami-based influencer told ET this ahead of the big game.
As one of Kim's closest confidants, what do you think of her and Pete together?
I think it's cool.
Yeah.
You know what? She's having fun, I guess. I've hung out with them a couple of times, and I love her to death. So whatever makes her happy.
As her friend, how are you supporting her through all the kind of the Kanye craziness that's happening?
Oh, I don't even know anything about that. So I love Kanye too, man. He's a genius. Excuse me. But listen, I hope everybody ends up settling.
Okay, and there you go on that video and that report. And let's take a look at this. Lord of the Rings of Power. See the new trailer. Let's take a look at that new trailer right now.
I earned 3% cash back at drugstores with Chase Freedom Unlimited. So I got cards for birthdays, holidays, graduations. I'm covered for everything. Which reminds me, thank you for driving me to the drugstore. Earn big time with Chase Freedom Unlimited with no annual fee. How do you cash back? Chase, make more of what's yours.
So next up, Lord of the Rings, the Rings of Power. During last night's big game, audiences took notice at the first look of the highly anticipated show headed to Prime Video. The prequel series is set in Middle-earth thousands of years before The Lord of the Rings and The Hobbit. Rings of Power is going to bring together a cast of new and familiar faces to J.R.R. Tolkien's epic fantasy world. Here's a peek at that trailer.
Haven't you ever wondered what else is out there? There's wonders in this world beyond our wandering. I can feel it.
Well, that looks good. You're going to have to wait a little while to catch this one. The multi-season series starts streaming on Prime Video September 2nd.
Most expensive TV series ever.
Really? Is that true?
Yes.
Looks like it. Yeah, wow.
There you go.
There you go. Looks very good. And that does it for this edition of The Morning Show with Riley King. Thank you for tuning in and watching. Have a great rest of your Tuesday. See you back here tomorrow for another edition of The Morning Show with Riley King. Bye now.